Are you facing problem when you write essay in IELTS and you don't know how to revise it? Yes, I'm Vandana Shukla, Master Trainer of IELTS, and in today's video, I'm actually going to help you what to actually do when we revise our essay. Most of the students have complained that yes, it's right that they have to revise the essay, but what do we have to do in the revision? That's what students do is like they go through the essay, they read it, but exactly what needs to be done in the revision, that's what I'm going to tell you. In today's video, you will actually get 10 self check points. Yes, 10 self check points that will help you to ensure that your essay will easily draw you 7 bands. So, without any delay, I'm going to start with sharing those self check points. Ensure you remember them, and whenever you write your essay, you follow them. All the best.
So now let's understand these self-check points and how you can use these points to actually revise your essay once you have written it. You should have 4 to 5 paragraphs and not 3 to 6 paragraphs. This counts in your coherence and cohesion, and it means that the structure, the lookout of your essay should only have 4 paragraphs and it should never have 3 or 6 paragraphs. Count your words. Having a word count of 250 words or more than 250 words, but meet the limit that is actually required by IELTS essay writing. You're always said that you need to write at least 250 words. So that's what it is required and you should do that. Here, I would like to give you an advice that obviously when you're giving your test on the test day, you are not going to count all the words because you only have 40 minutes to do this. Even to write your essay, revise it, do your planning. So it sometimes gets difficult to actually do the word count. So what you can do, these kind of sheets, this is the answer sheet that you get in the real test. So start writing from day one of your preparation. So start writing your task 1 and task 2 in these answer sheets. What is the benefit from this? The benefit is, let's imagine this is sheet 1 and you will be getting at least 2 sheets. So you have second sheet and maybe third sheet. But when you practice, you will gradually get to know, okay, I need 2 papers or I need 3 papers, so that my, maybe this is my page 1, my page 2 and my page 3. So maybe till the half of my page, I always reach like 260 or 270 words. So if you follow this practice on a regular basis, on the test day you don't have to count how many words you have written, because with the sheets only okay, this line, this page, I reach by 260, 270, 280, so you don't have to count them. The third self-check point is example. Please check whether in BP1 and BP2 have you included an example. And yes, it's important. It counts to your score. So that's the self-check point. Moving on to the fourth point. Fourth is no new reason in the conclusion. Please ensure that conclusion is summarizing what you have written. Conclusion is restating your thesis. But conclusion does not mean that you're giving a new reason itself. You don't have to convince the examiner again in your conclusion. Whatever you have done in the body paragraph, and that's sufficient. So please do not bring up any new reason, any new justification in your conclusion. Fifth point for self-check is range of vocabulary. A simple way of checking it, let's say you have written 3 lines and it's a single sentence, but it is covered into 3 lines. Please look that you are not repeating any word over here. Let's say if the word is important, I'm taking a very simple word. So you should not be repeating the word important again and again. What you should be doing is using the vocab, the related synonyms for this. You can use vital, you can use imperative, you can use significant depending upon the sentence that you're writing. So please do not repeat the word in 3 to 4 lines. Example, I have seen students using and. You should not use it again and again. There are certain words like students, students, students. Look for the vocabulary, what you can put there. And let me tell you one more thing. Sometimes we look for, high vocab words. So when you're looking for high vocab words, do not add excessive, like, 10 or 15. No need to write so many difficult words in your essay. Your essay should be something that it's easily understood by the examiner. Examiner should not reread it again. Okay, so maybe just for your self practice or when you're preparing, just remember like 10 or 15 words, or you can just learn these 10-15 words. Example: augment, aggravate, repercussions, prerogative. So these are few words that you can actually use not in just one essay. Even I can teach you later on that how we can use those just 10-15 words in any essay that you get. Sixth self checkpoint is explain your reason well. Yes, you need to explain your reason well. Do not have a reason like this is your body paragraph 1 and you start with your reason here, complete line. um, it's a single sentence and a short sentence, then you give up with another reason, like you write firstly, just 2 lines are covered like this, and then you give up second reason secondly, then again 2 lines are covered, then you give up third reason, then again 2 lines. So what I want to say is that you need to explain your reason. Look, okay, have I written a single line reason? If I have, I need to explain that. You cannot have a single line reason, okay, or single sentence reason. Your reason should always have an explanation and it should be supported with an example. Do not use and multiple times in a single sentence. Yes, sometimes we don't realize we have a long sentence which cover at least 3 to 4 lines, but when we revise we realize, okay, we have written like 3 ands in a single sentence, which should not be there. It should never be there. Try to look for some alternative. Try to see how you can frame the sentence in another way, but do not have multiple ands in your single sentence. Do not write etc., example and abbreviations in your essay. I have seen students, they write an etc., which is actually not acceptable. You cannot write, for example, you have to give an example. So students, what do? They write like this. It's not acceptable. You have to write the full name. Ninth checkpoint is, do you have a simple, complex and compound sentence? Yes, please check whether are you writing simple, compound or complex sentence. Yes, we do write simple sentences, but have you written complex sentence and compound sentence? And it should be actually in your BP1, in your BP2, in your conclusion, as well as it should be there in your introduction. 10th self checkpoint is, check have you written any contractions, because contractions are not allowed. Something like this you cannot write, you have to present it as do not. Check your spellings, and yes, do check your punctuation errors. I have seen students doing a very basic mistake, which is of capitalization. You should know where you have to use capital letters and where you don't have to use. A simple example, if you can see here, I completely agree. Remember that I as you should always be capital. Let it be coming in the beginning of the sentence, ending of the sentence or middle of the sentence. If it's about you, I is always capital. And that's the one example, but you need to follow others also. So going through the 10 self-check points again, remember that once you write your essay, you need to actually put these self-check points in your fingers and look for these. Do I have 4 to 5 paragraphs? What is my word count? Have I given an example? Am I repeating certain words? I need to have good vocabs in my essay. I'm not going to give any new reason in the conclusion. I have to ensure that I explain my reason well. Explain means it should not be a single sentence, and if it is a single sentence, it should be either complex or compound sentence. I am not repeating and multiple times, and no short forms in my essay. I have to cross check my spellings, I have to check my punctuations, and I should cross check that I have not written any contractions like don't, can't, haven't. And yes, I need to have simple, complex and compound sentence in my essay. So all the best to all of you. Keep learning, keep preparing, and stay home, stay safe. Thank you.